Hi, hello, I'm Sharon Bill. I'm continuing in this series where I'm working through all of the scales, showing you how to play them on the piano, working through the major and the minor scales, and we're getting towards the end of the series now, and we're on B flat minor scales. If it is that you want to know why it is we're extending the flats or extending the sharps in the key signature, and why it is that we have to raise certain notes at certain times and then not others, please go ahead and look at the links. At the end of the video, it shows you the videos that I'm referring to that explain why this is so, and it'll also be in the description below. So use that to help you to figure out why we're playing the scales in these various forms. So let's have a look at B flat minor scale, and we're going to look at the harmonic minor version. Now B flat minor is related to D flat major, which would have a key signature of B flats, E flats, A flats, D flats and G flats, which would mean all of these black keys. So technically, according to the key signature, our only naturals are the C and the F here. However, the harmonic minor form also has an accidental of a raised seventh, so we're going to break into this group of black keys because we need to raise the A flat to A natural, and so we're going to have this pattern here because we've got to break into this by raising the seventh. So just watch out for that shape there. It's one of those scales that actually I can't really quite say why, but I really like playing it. I just like that pattern there, just feels kind of nice under my fingers. There we go, I'm not sure where that is, but whatever it takes. And so let's have a look at the fingering. So we begin with finger 2 in the right hand. You're going to have to tuck straight away. We've got to unwrap the fingering a little bit first before we can do the 3-4-3 pattern. So here we go, B flat, make sure you get all the way to C. Now here we've got D flat, E flat, F is our natural, G flat, and now we have an added accidental of a natural sign to raise the seventh from A flat to A natural. B flat, there's our octave, tuck under again, so all the way to C. So we need these both flats here because of the key signature, all the way to F natural, G flat, and then our raised seventh is A natural. Back down we go, so here we go 3 over for this group of 2 flats, C naturals. Now we need 4 over here with this pattern here that I quite enjoy because of the raised seventh, F natural, 3 over for the group of flats, and just point to finish. So it would be all the black notes, but we have to break into it here for the raised seventh, and just watch out for the naturals of F and C here, making sure you get those keys. Let's have one more go. B flat, C, D flat, E flat, tuck after E flat, finger 3, and then tuck under to F. So now we need 4s in this group to get us to the B flat, tuck under all the way to the C natural, both flats here, tuck all the way under to the F, and then here's that distinctive pattern with the raised seventh. Back down we go. 3 over for the flats, C natural, 4 over for B flat, raised seventh, back to the key signature flats, F natural, 3 over, and just point to finish. Let's have a look at your left hand. So we need to just unwrap also with the left hand here. So we begin with finger 2. The thumb gets us to C, and then we can continue with the 3-4-3 pattern. We need 3s in this section, and then we need 4s in this section here. So let's have a look at that in the left hand. 3 over for the group of flats, all the way to F. Now this is the 4 over for this distinctive pattern. G flat, A natural, B flat, C naturals, 3 over for the group of flats here, D flat, E flat, F natural, 4 over here for this pattern, G flat, A natural, B flat. Straight back down we go. Tuck under, we want the F, flat, flat. Now tuck under, we want the C. After finger 4, we tuck under to the F. And just unwrap to finger 2 to finish. There we go. So in both hands, we need to just watch out that we've got 3s in this section and 4s in this section once we've unwrapped that first stage of fingering. And then that 3, 4, 3 establishes the pattern. If it is that you want to do more octaves, 2 octaves establishes that finger pattern. So let's have a go, hands together. So starting with 2s, both 2s, tuck under your right hand, both thumbs, and now we're ready to be able to play 3s in this section. So tuck under after 3 in your right hand, both thumbs on the F natural. Now we want 4s in this section, so 4 in your left, A naturals, now 4 in your right on the B flats. Make sure you get all the way to C natural. Here's the group of 2 flats, all the way to F natural, both thumbs here. 4 over for this last section here. And then just reverse the process back down. Thumbs on F. 3s in this section, thumbs on C. 4 over for this section. Raise 7th. 4 in your left, both thumbs on the C, on the F now. 3s over. Thumbs. And now if we continue, we need to be 4 over in your right to continue with the pattern, but we're going to finish after 2 octaves, and so that's the end of that. It's a little bit tricky, however, I don't think it's the trickiest of scales. It just requires a little bit of practice. So by all means, press pause, practice it hands separately, and then drop back into the video to try it again and double check your fingering. Once you feel like you've got it going fluently hands together, it's then better if you can think in 2s. So if you think in 2s, it gives a musical rhythm and it puts the accents in a musical place rather than leaving the accents to fall just by chance when we use our thumb, which is a little bit stronger. So if you think in 2s, it just flows a little bit better. So let's have a look at that. So that's B flat harmonic minor in similar motion, going in the same direction with each hand. Now, putting B flat harmonic minor hands together in contrary motion is a little bit tricky. However, there are a few visual clues that I find helpful. We're going to need finger 4s in this group and finger 3s in this group. So that's one thing to look out for. So you tuck under after finger 3 here, tuck under after finger 4 here. It won't occur at exactly the same time, but you can just keep darting your gaze to left and right to find those pictures there. I just find that a visual clue helpful. The other thing to look out for is that although the key signature would say that we have all of these flats, B flats, E flats, A flats, D flats, G flats, because of the harmonic minor raised 7th, we now lose this A flat and it becomes an A natural, and that makes quite a distinctive pattern. I quite like the feel of this under my fingers. So we've got F naturals, G flats, A naturals, B flats, and so that's quite a distinctive pattern there that you can look out for in both hands. So just watch out for that one there. Let's have a look at the right hand on its own. So we begin with finger 2 on B flats, and we need to get from B flat all the way to C. We don't want B again because that's already been used with the flat. So we need both flats here, D flats, E flats, F naturals, and then here comes that pattern, G flats, A naturals, B flats, C, D flat, E flat, F. There's our G flat, A natural, B flat. There's that harmonic minor sound and that distinctive group. Let's bring it back. So we need 4s in this section, 3s over for the 2 flats, C naturals, 4 over for that grouping, F naturals, C naturals, B flats. Now in your left hand, the fingering pattern starts straight away. We need finger 4 straight away. You don't tuck under, you just get the fingering pattern going straight away. So here's that distinctive pattern. Tuck under for your F natural, both flats. After 3, tuck under, we need C natural. Here's that grouping again with the A natural in the middle, F naturals, both flats here, C naturals, finish on your B flat. So here we come, bringing it back. Here are your 2 flats, D flat, E flat, F natural. 4 over for this little pattern, the harmonic minor pattern. It's that Indian snake charmer sound. C naturals, both flats, F naturals. Here's that Indian snake charmer sound again in this grouping. Here we go then, hands together. So your left hand is going to get cracking straight away to finger 4, but your right hand's just going to have to unwrap first. And so we're going to have 3s in this group, 4s in this group. Here we go then. So here's our natural, tuck in your left, both naturals together. Your left now has that pattern, get all the way to C natural in your right. Both flats in your right, tuck under after 4 to your F in your left. Now F with your thumb in the right. Here's your right hand with that distinctive pattern. 3 on C natural in your left, both naturals together. Finishing here, bring it back in, so your right hand unwraps with that grouping while your left hand continues with just the right hand thumb to turn over. 3 over, F naturals in your left. Here's the distinctive pattern in your left, 4 over. Now 4 over in your right for that harmonic minor pattern. 3 in your left, both flats, F naturals, F natural in your left. Here's the flats in your right. I think this is possibly one of those scales that's probably difficult to explain. It's easier to play than it is to say. So I'll just play that again and you can watch. There we go, it's not so bad. I suggest you just practice it slowly, put it hands together. After you've had a little go hands separately, just try and get used to those patterns under your fingers, and also listen to the sound. You can hear where that raised 7th is going to be needed. Use your ears as well as your eyes to help you. A little bit of practice and you'll soon get there. Let's now look at B flat minor, but we'll look at it in the melodic minor version. So we still need to remember that B flat minor is related to D flat major, which would have all of these black keys because we've got B flats, E flats, A flats, D flats, G flats. So that would still be our key signature. However, with the melodic minor form, as we're ascending, as we go up, we have to now add accidentals of the raised 6th and the raised 7th. So let's see what that looks like. We've got B flat, C natural is already part of our key signature. D flat and E flat are part of our key signature. F is also the natural in our key signature anyway. But now that was note 5, so note 6 would normally be G flat. And we've got to raise that to G natural. Note 7 would be A flat, so we've got to raise that now to A natural, and that takes us home. So in practice, all as we've played is B flat, D flat, E flat, and then all the way back to B flat. So we've lost this section of flats here to just the remaining key note B flat. So I think if you just remember that little pattern there, knowing that this one stays intact because that's not affected by the naturals. It's only the 6th and the 7th that are raised. So let's have a look at that over 2 octaves. the natural already for the key signature. These are the flats. F is already natural in the key signature, but now these are naturals with added accidentals to raise the 6th, 7th, home to C, flats to F, all the way naturals now. Now to descend, we need to come back down in the key signature, and so we need to remember all of these flats. So actually we just need all the black notes, F naturals, C naturals, all of the black notes. So we need 4 over F naturals. So because we're descending in the key of D flat major key signature, we just need all of these black notes and just watch the white keys. So it's really quite simple to come back down. Let's have one more look at that. We're just looking out for this set of black keys here and our key notes. That's the only flat that we'll be playing on the ascending version. Here goes again. Flats here, tuck under, naturals until we get home to our octave note, C naturals, this group of flats, we need F naturals, all the way to home, and then we just come back down in the key signature of all those flats, just F naturals and C naturals. And so we have to have finger 4s in this section and finger 3s in this section, otherwise we just can't fit the fingering in. Let's have a look at the left hand. So the same principle remains. We start with finger 2, and then after we've played our thumb on the C, we need 3s over here, 4s in this section, and we're going to ascend with the raised 6th and the 7th. So we just need white keys here till we get to the home key of B flat, but the D flat and the E flat remain unaffected. Here we go. 3 over for this section, F, now 4 over to get us to the flat, B flat, C over. We need both of these flats here. Make sure you get to the F, 4 over. There's our B flat, and now we just need all the black keys coming down until we get to the white key of C and F. So the fingering pattern's almost self-explanatory because we've got to have 3s here, we've got to have 4s here. And so let's have one last go at that with the left hand. 3 over here, D flat, E flat, thumb on F, now 4 over, raise 6th, raise 7th, home to our B flat. We need C naturals, D flats, E flats, F naturals, and then our raised 6th, raised 7th, key note home, and then unwrap down in the key signature of all these flats. We just need F naturals and C naturals. And so putting these hands together isn't terribly difficult. We just need to watch out as we ascend that we remember these raised 6th and 7th, but we still need to remember both fingering patterns are working in groups, not at exactly the same moment, but in this group section. So beginning with 2s, thumbs, so 3 over in your left, 3 then under in your right, 4 over now in your left, 4 then under in your right, 3 over in your left, 3 now under in your right, 4 over in your left, and we finish here on the B flat with finger 4 in your right. And now we need all of these black keys, thumb on this F natural, 3 over, thumb on the C natural, 4 over, thumb on the F natural, 3 over, thumb on the C natural, 0.2 over to finish. So just practice that hand separately a few times. It'll take a little bit of practice, but so does everything. And then pop it hands together. Once you've got it flowing, let's give it a little bit more musicality by allowing it to flow in 2s. If you think in 2s, to give it a rhythm, so it feels like it's going somewhere. It's a bit more musical in its flow. Here we go. B flat minor in melodic form. I hope that's helped you. If that's been helpful, if you can give me a thumbs up, if you can like it, that would really be encouraging to me. And if you can subscribe to the videos, then you can keep in touch with everything that's going on. There's so much more yet to come. Even though we're coming to the end of this scale series, we're by no means at the end of everything that there is to learn. I don't think there's any end to that really, is there? If it is that you're practicing these scales as part of an ABRSM exam, if you go to my website, sharonbill.com, then you can find there are free PDFs available listing out the various grade syllabus scales, and it itemises for you a rota how to practice them. So by all means access those sheets. And if it is that you're learning these as part of an exam, it's likely that you're also doing your theory exams. That's a necessary part of study. It's actually my favourite part. I really love theory. And as a result of my love for music theory, I've written a little music guide helping you with some tips for your exams. So if you could look at that, that might be helpful to you. It's built from years of experience and I've found it to be helpful to my students. So thank you for watching. I hope that's helped you and I will see you next time. Bye.